It's a very, very special thing that we're part of, and it's hard to understand why it happened.
Step by step, they danced into hearts everywhere in the 80s and 90s. With hits like You Got It, New Kids on the Block blew up as teen sensations, selling out arenas and over 80 million albums worldwide, adding fuel to the boy band craze of the era, seemingly inspiring new groups with hits of their own, like the Backstreet Boys' Everybody. Bye 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 from NSYNC. And 98 Degrees, Because of You.
I think the world needs boy bands, frankly.
And 40 years later, the group is still recording and performing together. Their songs still tugging at their fans' heartstrings.
It's one thing for us to reflect on our journey and our experiences, but when we get to see the fans' journey now, it just adds such a level to this whole thing, and it's bigger than us.
After years of performing together, the kids are all grown up and debuting a new era of music.
We've been waiting for this album to come out for a long time, so we're excited about the album, the tour.
What is special about this album?
We did it the way we wanted, as a unit, as a team. I use the word to describe it as maturity, but I don't mean maturity like we sound like grown-ups now. It's mature in that we're comfortable with who we are, and we're comfortable singing and talking about things that we want to talk about.
Still Kids is the New Kids' first full album in 11 years.
You could sit down and play it from start to finish and have a good time and have an experience, but to do that, you got to have no clunkers. I think,
so no clunkers? I
think we made that album. I really do.
The pop R&B group formed in 1984 with 5 teen boys from around the Boston area. Donnie Wahlberg, Danny Wood, brothers Jonathan and Jordan Knight, and Joey McIntyre was the youngest of the bunch at just 12 years old. The New Kids hit it big with their second album, Hangin' Tough. The group joined the ranks of boy bands like New Edition and Menudo. By 1990, they were practically inescapable with spreads in magazines, New Kids dolls, and selling out tours.
They're known all over the world, and you can even get a glimpse of them. That just brightens my day. I mean, they can dance and they can sing. I mean, they're gorgeous.
After years at the top, the group broke up in 1994.
It wasn't like, I hate you, we're disbanding. It was more very just like, I think it's time, like, you know, let's go explore a different thing.
It took a while to come back together, though. We're talking, what, 14 years?
It was an important while, though. What we got to do personally helped us grow up as people.
Things were happening so quick, and we were young, and there was good and bad and stuff. So for me, I really cherished this the second time around, because we've got to do it our way, the right way. And we do it because we love it. And, you know, we're going to keep doing it until we don't love it.
After reuniting in 2008, the group has recorded 3 albums and toured all over the country.
Let's go!
What do the fans mean to this group?
Everything.
Everything.
I think there's not a single one of us that, you know, takes our fans for granted. I look back at 2008 and getting back up on stage, and, you know, my first thought looking out in the audience was, you know, they're still here.
What is your bond and friendship and relationship like now, after all these years?
Tender.
Yeah.
It really is. It's tender, you know? It's like tender in the best way, and tender because it means so much, you know? It's so important to us.
Do you guys fight? Do you argue?
We have maybe some disagreements or whatever, but that all can be worked out.
Yeah.
You know, we have different tastes maybe on something, or a song, or whatever it may be, a dance move. And
Yeah, we don't always agree, that's for sure. I mean, maybe it's just because there's 5 of us, you know. There's always a deciding vote. There's never a stalemate. So.
We're too old to fight.
This summer, New Kids on the Block is heading out on tour, revisiting their iconic 1990 Magic Summer Tour, featuring the ultimate nostalgic lineup with Paula Abdul and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
What's touring like now, Jordan, versus when you guys were in your teens and early 20s?
I think it's more fulfilling. I think it's just as fun. But now it's a little slower.
I've been to some of these shows recently in the last few years.
No,
they're pretty crazy.
No, people are still very, very into it. But it's just a little slow, a little tamer that we can soak it in. And I think we put more care into our performances.
The guys even letting me revisit some of my own childhood memories.
So I want to show you something to prove that I am a real blockhead.
Come on.
Yes. This is me in 3rd grade. 3rd grade with my mom. That's my mom. Yes.
You're adorable.
Thank you.
Jordan 19.
I know.
Jordan
I was
girl.
a big New Kids fan.
Well, you're a real blockhead, so you know this is what people do nowadays. This is an official blockhead bracelet.
I get an official
Oh, you
bracelet?
gotta take it. Yeah, you gotta
Oh
take
my
it.
gosh.
There you go. You're official.
Look at this. I'm an official blockhead now.
You already were. Now we just sealed it.
Our thanks to Rhiannon. And you can find New Kids on the Block's latest album, Still Kids, out now, wherever you get your music.